All right, Serge, let's see what you can do. You got a high mark to hit here, but I have faith in your flying arrow. They auto-equipped traps on me. Okay, granted, I don't have Red Wolf. I didn't get the level 7 summons, but sure. All right, let's go for flying arrow. Remember, I do have the Master Mune on, so we're going to be seeing Masamune in the background. $687. Surge, that is nothing. Fargo is a better physical attacker than you right now. Dash and slash still Surge's bread and butter when it comes to attack. And he's got sunglasses on. Like, he's not messing around here. Nah. Have anything good? No, it's a heal all. All right, well, I guess we'll go for cannonballs. Yeah, 227. But that is enough for victory! The cannon blasts did it! And we have won. And we get 38th summon star this run, but 86th overall for me. As you can see, Serge is really falling behind in terms of the strength and magic. There was a time when he had the highest strength and the highest magic in my party. That is no longer the case, and I don't think this is going to change it. Serge's levels have been terrible lately. As you can see, right now all he's getting is HP 2. That's nothing. Look at everybody else. Fargo gets HP plus 10, strength resistance and magic resistance by 1, and Riddell doesn't get more magic, which was what I was really hoping for, but she's at least 3 points ahead of everybody else. Nobody else was even at 50 in my party for magic, so Riddell, she can afford a little bit of falling behind. We get an Earring of Light. We can also get a Diva dress for defeating Vita Duo here, but that was indeed something relatively new. We got to see a new boss this time because we took a different path, and we get the same result pretty much as a result of that. So we're going to head into Chronopolis, where I am going to look for a gyro blade, and I'll meet you when I find one. And I found one. There is the gyro blade. Shows up. Well, it showed up for me with some arrow guards. So let's focus on the gyro blade. I need this for a doppelgang. I believe that we had seen it previously, but they are kind of rare here in Chronopolis. A little rare, so maybe we didn't. Yeah, it's already leaning over. Not looking good. These arrow guards are still bad. But the thing that we need to kill is already dead. Let's go for a Luminaire. I still have the same party. It works out pretty well. I'm actually heading back to get Grobic because I forgot to have him in my party. He's still pretty good too, but right now he's no Fargo. Fargo is just miles ahead of everybody. He might even be my best overall character right now. Like I said, I don't have him equipped. He is not properly equipped. He has a stone sword, I believe stone mail, and no accessories. So if I move the sunglasses over to him, we might be doing a little bit of damage. Go, Riddell! So you do so much damage with very little effort, Riddell. Imagine if you swung that properly. Like, that's not really swinging a staff. You know what I mean, Riddell? If you swing it, maybe you could get some more damage in. Either way, there is almost the last doppelgang. There's one more that I need to go find back in Terra Tower. We fought a ton of them, but I didn't have the Forget-Me-Not pot on then, so we still have one more to get, and then we will get the final 3 doppelgangs. And I'll show you why I separate them that way later. But for now, I need to go through Chronopolis. all the way through Chronopolis. That means fate has been defeated. And I have gotten the Chrono Cross. I went back to Divine Dragon Falls and assembled that, so to speak. We are now in the Hydra Marshes in Homeworld, because this is where the distortion is. Let's go ahead and head back to the Dimensional Vortex. I believe Sprig will be waiting for us there. I have gone back once, but just to check. But you do actually need the Chrono Cross for what I'm about to show off. Hey, where do you think you're coming from? Do you know how much work I've done for you? You cannot complain to me ever again, Sprig. I don't believe this. Me precious barrel I've been using all these years to ferment sour seed juice. It's connected to the dirty, filthy Hydra Marshes. Boo-hoo, this was me only enjoyment in life. Could this too have been influenced by the dimensional distortion? No, phooey. I've lost all will to live. All I can do is cry myself to sleep. And off Sprig goes, having lost all will to live. Maybe you'd like to live as a gyroblade? How about a witchity? Alright, so since we are this far along in the game, the Chrono Cross seems to be responding to the unstable dimension. It's always a little weird trying to get that to trigger. It's not in every spot. It seems like it's a couple spots here and there inside the house. What they want you to do is to use the Chrono Cross. So I have it. Let's use it. Let's see what it does. Serge called his former party members from the other dimension. What they mean is that I have called all the party members from the previous playthrough. That means there's some good party members now. There are a couple. Good God, look at this list. This thing is nearly full. We have almost everybody. In particular, though, I'm sure you guys are interested in seeing that Guile is back. That was somebody that we clearly only got this first time around. And who else is back? Where is he? There he is. Glenn is back. I'll try to give him the Einlanzer if I can. But we're still not done quite yet. There's still 3 that I need to get. 1, 2, and 3. One of them is still Kid. We need to go back and get her still. But there's one other one, right, on the 3rd route, but there is another one that we can get, and that one's a little bit more difficult, and I'll go over that. I technically can do that in like 3 playthroughs, but I'll show off how to do that in probably more than 3 playthroughs. So, that is damn near everybody back. Let's take a look at somewhere where I can use let's fast forward through this. Somewhere where I can look at the teleporter screen. So let's get out of the Hydra Marshes so we can take a better look. It's kind of a massive party, but it already was. We haven't added too many characters. I believe we've added 4 characters. That's literally it. Everybody else was already here. So let's take a look at this gigantic list. It's been a while since I've seen Guile, but there he is. As you can see, he's not spectacular at any one thing, at least compared to Riddell, who does have 52 magic. But this is pretty damn big. This is pretty damn big. Hey, Doc's back too. Hooray. Let's actually bring Doc back into the party because he's going to be a good example. Now, Doc, obviously, I have not gotten back his level 7 tech because there's no way for me to do that unless he's in my party, and he wasn't up until this point. So, does he have his level 7 tech? No, he does not. Do I have it in my list? Nope. So that's one of the downsides of this, is that when you call your characters forward, you kind of just call them forward kind of as is. I believe this is what I had him previously equipped with. I have to think. We'll take a look at Glenn. Glenn's probably a better example of the equipment, at least. So let's take a good look at Glenn here, who does have great strength, as it turns out. 79, not quite as good as Fargo, but damn close. He also has pretty damn good magic. You can see everybody else is catching up to Serge, so like, what's Serge good at anymore? Pretty much still everything. No, he comes with bronze. That is definitely not what I left him with. So because I brought it forward into this playthrough, they re-equip all of the characters with their base equipment when you first get them. Glenn does have his level 7 tech on him, but that's because he kind of, he learns it naturally. He learns dive and drive. Did we ever show that off? There were so many techs, I can't remember. I'm sure I did. If not, I'm gonna do it again later. Yeah, there's so many party members. It's hard to keep track. Speaking of a ton of party members, let's bring in another one. We're gonna bring in, not Marcy, Rasley. Rasley is now going to be important because Rasley, and pretty much Rasley alone at this point outside of Kid, does not have her level 7 tech. At this point, you could go back and get everybody's level 7 tech. But, well, not hers, so we need to figure out how to get hers. So let's get back on the boat. It is in Homeworld. Yes, it is in Homeworld. We need to head back to Water Dragon Isle. There's so much to keep track of in this game. So, Water Dragon Isle in Homeworld, that is where bad things happen to fairies. So let's try to go through this quickly if I can remember the actual pattern. I think going forward is pretty straightforward, but going back is a little complicated. All right, so we need to head back to Fairyville. They will let me back in now.